right, welcome back for another awesome week of Cooking with OTK. We've got a really cool recipe. It's chicken enchiladas, Verde Chicken Enchiladas. And we're doing it a little different, not traditional way. So will you hand me a line real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
And see, this is the other, okay. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the little thumbs up bell thing. Now let's start cooking.
So creamy Verde enchiladas.
That is right. It is a creamy Verde enchilada because we are adding some of this really awesome Mexican sour cream.
Yes.
There is a difference. It's kind of more of like a crema, but a little sour, has great flavor.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
We saw there's actually, that we saw in the store, 3 different versions of this.
Yes.
They've got the table cream, sour cream, and then they've got Salvadorian
sour cream.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool to find out.
That's good.
Yeah, we're just using their sour cream though.
Yep, and it's a great product. Now, we're gonna make our Verde sauce. Now, we want, and like we really try to simplify some cool recipes or make sure the flavor is better than what they are.
Yeah.
So from this inspiration, of course, normally you would probably be taking a pan, roasting off tomatillas, some peppers.
Going through all that extra work.
And so you're gonna have an hour in the oven roasting that off. No. We want enchiladas and we want them quick, fast, so it's easy. And the biggest wait time is just having them in the oven.
Yep.
So we found this really awesome sauce. I'll be happy to say it's Saucy Gourmet.
Yeah.
And I will read the exact ingredients off. Tomatillas, onions, cilantro, serrano peppers, kosher salt, garlic.
That's awesome. This is so cool because it's literally what we would make.
Yeah. So we're gonna save a ton of time by supporting a company that's not filling it with a bunch of garbage.
Exactly. So check them out if you haven't had their sauces. It's really good sauce too.
Yeah, no, it's really good. We've already had this a couple of times.
Yeah, we did. Because, you know, we've been testing these recipes.
Yes, and like this one, we're gonna be rolling it in just store-bought flour tortillas. And I know a lot of people are like, but they're enchiladas, they're traditionally corn.
Yeah.
That is true. But we saw the kind of inspiration of this for looking at people using flour tortillas. And so we ended up making our own flour tortillas. You'll see that Sunday.
Yes, you will.
So we wanted to see, well, can we find a store-bought? Because what if you don't have time?
Yeah, and really compare the flavor.
Yeah.
Is it noticeable, but also, I mean, we already know it's a lot healthier to make your own tortillas, but is it really noticeable?
Yeah, and so that's what we're kind of, as we're doing this, we're experimenting with the store-bought instead of the fresh. Because we ate all the pan of the fresh ones.
We did, because it's really good.
Oh, almost took a finger off.
Oh, we don't need that to happen.
It wouldn't be the first time.
That's true. It really wouldn't be the first time.
No, it's not. My poor lefty hand, it's all abused.
So we've got some onions in there.
Yeah, we just took a white onion, just a rough chop because the blender, we want to help it do a little bit of work. Some garlic. Now I roasted off a poblano pepper.
Cool.
Peeled it and de-seeded it. Again, when you're throwing things in a blender, take the time to just give it a little bit of a chop.
Yep.
You don't have to be perfect. And just because that'll help. Otherwise, you'll bind up your blender.
Yep.
And let's say this is not the Vitamax blender. This is the cheapest one we could find.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it's proven that even in the restaurants, we wouldn't really buy the most expensive ones ever.
No.
These work just fine.
You really don't. I mean, let's be honest. Restaurants are businesses.
Yeah, and your home is kind of a business as
It
well.
It is.
Why buy a fancy blender when this one will work and actually I can replace this more times?
Yeah, you can get more out of it. This is more worth the money, realistically. But
and we're gonna add a little chicken stock because you want a little liquid to start off. I don't want to put this in there just yet.
Because we want to get a nice blend of these ingredients because this is already the consistency
already
we want.
Blend it up.
Exactly. But an important thing about the roasting of the pepper and peeling it is if you don't do that step, you may get a little waxy film.
Yeah.
Almost like a paper inside of there, or a plastic wrap. So that's the reason you do that.
Really simply.
go.
All right. I mean, that's pretty
Look
good.
at that.
That's easy. Now we'll just add the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, let me get you a measuring spoon.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Need to be precise.
Yes.
Even
Need
though
to
I'm like-
read the recipe and follow the recipe. We have.
Unless you're making your own personal changes.
That's true. You can change it, but at least read the recipe before you start changing.
There.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to do that, honestly. If you know what you're doing, just make the changes.
Yeah. And then we're going to add, and see how this is
Oh, yeah.
a lot more liquidy compared to normal sour cream.
Yeah.
But this stuff has a lot of way different flavor.
Yeah.
It's a lot better. I love it.
And while you're getting that going, I'm going to go ahead and add this.
Yeah, why don't you
Peeled
start working
chicken.
on the chicken? And again, we just use a rotisserie chicken. There's some gloves if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, for sure.
And then to that, you're gonna add
Some spices.
some spices. We got some ancho chili instead of a normal chili powder. And guys, remember, check the back of your chili powder because sometimes they put stuff in that you really don't want.
Yep.
And then a little ground cumin, black pepper, smoked salt, and about half of that cheese.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely do that.
Oh, and will you hand me a lime real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
And see, this is other. Okay, well, you see, I didn't say throw.
I did that because of what you did yesterday.
I'm not a baseball player.
I know.
And we're gonna squeeze a full lime. And like I said, this sauce is really fun and great because we don't have to put it on the stove. This is all you get. It's a one-pot thing, cooking-wise. Of course, you're gonna dirty up a blender and a bowl.
Yeah. But
it's so quick.
exactly.
Oh, sorry. All right, that is done. Let's give it a taste.
Ooh, I'm excited. That actually looks like a, honestly, what is called? A creamy
Yes,
verde sauce.
it does. Let's just double check.
Don't forget about me over here, man.
Spot on.
Let me try that.
And especially once it cooks with the chicken and everything, those flavors
Oh
will
my
really
gosh.
blow. See, so simple. And now we're gonna take about a cup or so of this. And go ahead and just maybe a cup and a half.
Yeah, just
to
enough
get-
to kind of get it wet and.
Yeah, because this is the stuffing, and you want it to be a little wet when you're making your enchiladas. Now while you mix that up, I'm gonna kind of clear some of this stuff.
Cool.
So we can get
going on those
casserole.
enchiladas. Okay, we got our chicken mix mixed and some sauce to the bottom of our dish.
Yeah, a couple, couple cups or a cup and a
Yeah.
half. You just want to get a nice even cover, and
Okay.
since you got the gloves,
Yeah, I got you. What we're doing, about like a quarter cup in each
About
enchilada,
a-
right?
a quarter to a third.
To a third?
You want to eyeball 8 because this is gonna make 8
Gotcha.
enchiladas.
You're giving me weird mixed feelings.
Squish it out. So you don't want it that fat. You want it to go all the way across.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, boom, here's your nice big giant enchilada. So yeah, you just want 8. So we're gonna wrap our enchiladas.
Cool.
And finish it up when we get back.
Boom.
All right, perfect.
There we go.
And now you're gonna take the rest of your sauce and just,
Time to get saucy. Like the sauce.
oh, you're so not funny. I mean, fun. Oops,
That was hurtful.
so was that joke.
Wow. And look at that. It makes the perfect amount of sauce.
I know, it's crazy. It's
That's
like
incredible.
We worked and developed this.
It's insane.
Now you're gonna take the rest of that pepper, and I don't know if you said, but we're
I did not say.
using a pepper jack cheese. You can also use a mozzarella or
Yeah.
God, I just went blank.
What do you
Monterey Jack.
Oh. I was like, I don't know what you're trying to say there.
Mozzarella. That's more
Cool.
Italian.
Yeah. I mean, you could really use whatever kind of cheese, I
Bag.
guess.
I think I have a bag over here.
Yeah, I think we do have some extra cheese. I think it's, yeah, right there.
Yeah, a little Monterey Jack.
Cool. You could even do like a smoked cheese. That would be cool.
Cheddar, anything you want, but you can
Boom.
do that.
All
take
right.
our foil, and we had preheated the oven to
375.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna cook it for 30 minutes with it covered, and then 15 minutes with it off to kind of brown the cheese.
Perfect.
So
well,
we'll be back.
Let's do it.
Into the oven. 45 minutes is up. Ooh,
And we're back.
that is toasty. Look at that.
Yes,
Nice
that
and
looks
brown.
delicious.
Ooh.
And we can tell you it's gonna be.
Yes. The only thing is we're gonna find out with these store-bought tortillas.
Yes, exactly.
So actually I kind of want that because this pan,
Yeah.
this casserole dish,
There we go. That's right.
I referred to it as a container and was scolded.
Not necessarily scolded, but corrected.
It is a type of container. How about you hold this dish?
I was worried that this plate was going to be hot, but it's the opposite. Look at that.
Oh, hey, actually came out of the pan.
Yeah. That came out perfectly.
There we go. They are hot, but we're just gonna garnish it. Oops, let's take that off.
Uh-oh. You're fired.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, we're gonna throw in some little purple onion because I do like the crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Got us a little lime. Put a little tomatoes.
Yeah.
Looks pretty.
And then,
Got a couple little jalapenos.
oh yeah.
And that was a side note. I was gonna say we did the roasted poblano. If you want to add a little more heat, you could add a roasted jalapeno into the sauce blender, and it'll be really good as well.
Or if you're really crazy, you could do a habanero.
Yes,
That would be, that'd be a little
very
spicy.
crazy. And then we got our little Mexican sour cream.
Mm-hmm. Just in a little squeeze bottle so
Yeah.
we can do a little drizzle.
Add a little more, and a little poof of cilantro. There you go.
Boom, just like that. And you could also just do it to the whole casserole dish.
Yeah, and let
If
people
you're
serve
taking
themselves.
it, yeah, if you're taking it to like a little casserole party or wherever you're
That's
going.
perfect. Yes, that's very, very true. Well,
Mhm.
you want to try a bite?
Yes.
The smell inside here is amazing. How is it?
It is so good, but really hot.
Oh.
Really hot. But man, that
Just go.
verde salsa, that saucy,
God, it smells so
Good.
fresh.
yeah, it's such a good base, and just a little bit of adding to it makes it just next level.
That is really good. It's fiery hot, but it is good. Although I think
It is.
I will say, I'll go ahead and say, yes, you can do the store-bought if you don't have your own fresh tortillas on hand. But I kind of liked the texture of our flour tortillas compared to this is really, they're very thin.
Yeah, this is, I was gonna comment on that too. This is a little, I would say it's more gummy.
Yes, ours were kind of baked. I mean, it's still delicious.
Yeah.
But if you do have the fresh tortillas, go ahead and use them.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Or as we like to call artisanal tortillas.
Exactly.
And you'll see why.
Yeah. But I would also add to that, like the tortillas that are artisanal tortillas we made had more flavor too. Like just getting a little bit of the tortilla.
If you're having a hard time with it.
Yeah. Of course, it's impregnated with all of the sauce. It has that flavor, but it doesn't really have like tortilla flavor.
I guess. I mean, I think it's more texture. I think the texture is different, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's
But-
definitely texture. It's still
But
good.
I agree, the
You see
flavor
me
could be a little
putting
different.
it down, so.
But yes, it is an alternative. You don't want to go to that extreme. And
You
see how
don't have
easy it was? Took us no time to
Yeah.
make the sauce, make the filling, roll it
Mm-hmm.
in the oven, and it turns out beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, and actually another alternative for the tortillas, you can go like there's little, especially in Texas, we've got these Mexican supermarkets all over the place, and they make fresh tortillas there too.
Their own little tortilla factories. Yeah, check out those tortilla
Yeah.
factories.
Yeah, but
But-
you're right. Going to the store, Walmart, it's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
It'll still taste awesome.
Yes, it will. So, well,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I would recommend giving this one a try. It's definitely
Definitely.
good. And yes, you can use corn tortillas
Yes.
instead of flour tortillas, but just remember, like microwave or wrap them in a little plastic,
Mm-hmm.
microwave them. the tortillas to get them nice and soft and pliable. Otherwise, the corn will break on you as you're trying to roll.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we got a plate we're going to dive into. So we will see you next week. Remember, keep camping and keep cooking.
Yeah.
We can do this on corn. Like, that sauce is a new delicious green sauce.
Yeah.
But you are right. Our tortillas had more oomph. These were thin and kind of a little more gummy. All right, you
We need to cut fan and we need to close door. That's not bad. It's kind of a goofy.
Yeah, I like it.
And pass me a lime.